just tuning in, my name is Kat. Welcome to my channel. Hit the subscribe button somewhere here. Secret House, you know, their values are just a little bit more different than Zara. Stay tuned, you guys, and I'll tell you a lot more about those things. And I'm excited. Let's get it. I'm walking into my local Victoria's Secret in our local mall. And I see two girls, and they're actually just standing like by the beauty bar. I was so confused. I was like, maybe I'm having an interview with other people. Sure, whatever. More girls started coming. I'm not lying, you guys. It was like 8 girls in this room, and I was just like, okay. My first group interview. I've never had a group interview, and this was the worst thing ever. Like I just felt like people were copying my answers. Like I know that sounds bad, but I felt like they were copying my answers, but that's okay, whatever. So we go into the group interview, and I've been to Victoria's Secret a bunch of times. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I shop there all the time, because I don't. It's stupid expensive. It's like, I'm not gonna pay $70 for a bra that I'm only gonna wear probably twice because it's so lacy and it's so dressy and I barely go out. So there's that. So we go in and for the interview, and we get seated with one of the hiring managers. I believe she was the no, I'm lying. She wasn't the hiring manager. The hiring manager was sick, and then we had another manager that was interviewing us. Super cool interview. So she sat us down and she started talking to us, and she wanted to ask us some questions about our experience and just certain situations that was going on into the store. You need to stop what you're doing and you need to go to the customer, because obviously the customer is first. Customer is always your first priority. The whole point of Victoria's Secret is, if you come into our store, you have to come out of our store with something. So there's that. So you definitely have to like come in, and we're not one of the main reasons why I feel like Victoria's Secret may not work for a lot of people is because it's upselling. It's you sell and you sell and you sell. Let's say if I have like this bracelet or something, I have this bracelet, so I'm gonna tell you about this bracelet all day every day, like our panties. I'm gonna tell you about this bracelet every day, but then I'm gonna tell you, but hey, we have a 10% off on our necklaces. And also, if you also spend another $5, you could get a free tote. And if you apply with us, you know, you get a 15% off your entire purchase. It sounds good, and we tend to just annoy the customers to the point where we're just like throwing numbers at them. And they're so confused because they're just like, what? Like, I literally just came in for panties, and we're trying to sell them a bra and a tote and a lip gloss and a lipstick. And it's just like, sometimes I felt like I was just being a Cars to Use salesman, and it was just so sucky, and I fucking hated it. So that's like a con for sure. I feel like I'm just going all over the place a little bit, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Second video, and I'm still a little bit nervous, which is why I'm a little bit like, and I talk with my hands a lot. I'm just still getting used to just talking to myself to the camera, and it's like so weird because I feel like I'm talking to myself, which I am, but I'm not, because I'm talking to you guys out there. So yeah, so I got hired to sell and to just sell. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. Sometimes extra shifts come in, and you have to do like inventory and stock, which is awesome as well. With that, they don't train you at all. So you're walking into a 6 a.m. shifts, whatever, you're raggedy clothes or whatever the case is, and you have all of these boxes that have to be unboxed, that have to be unpackaged, that has to be folded or hung or stocked if we're back stocking. I'm walking into this and I'm just like, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. I know how to fold panties my way, but they have a certain way you have to fold. So there was this one girl, her name is Sarah, and she's like the panty queen. She was or is, I don't know if she's still there. And she was just so freaking awesome, and she taught me, and she told me, it's like, this is how you're gonna fold, this is how you're gonna do it, and she showed me a quicker way to do everything. Mind you, that was like my training, that's it. Second week of work, I did like a stock shift. So they did that, and they teach you how to backstock your bras and your panties and everything. It was no training. That's the biggest con that I can say about Victoria's Secret. I don't know how it is in every other Victoria's Secret, but I will say this, like, there is no formal training. There is no training at all. You're sitting down watching a video, and then when you're on the floor, you basically have to watch them and just pick it up, which is fine, but they don't tell you this when you're applying for this job, you know? They're like, oh my God, we're gonna teach you all of these things. That is fucking bullshit. They do not teach you anything, which sucks. It freaking sucks. Because then you're held accountable for not doing things a certain way. And it's just like, how am I supposed to do things a certain way if you didn't teach me how to do a certain way? Like, I know 2 + 2 = 4, but that's not the only way to get to 4, you know? Like, it just makes you like, oh, it's like, so yeah, so there's that. But pros. For pros, you get gratises, which is awesome. Gratis is just like a free item that they will give you. Sometimes we'll get like a free bra, like our launch bra. We'll get the free bra to try out the bra and actually talk to the customer about the bra. These bras are like freaking expensive. So that part I appreciate, because they know that most of us that work there are still in college, or we're still living with our parents, or we have like 2 other jobs or kids or whatever the case is. So they definitely take you into consideration in that part, which is awesome, which I love. I freaking love that. Now, let me ping pong back and forth. Pro, con, pro, con, pro, con. So that's a pro. A con. When I got hired, you're supposed to receive this hire package. So in your hire package, you get the sports bra, the bombshell, 3.1.7, 2.7, 3.0. I want to say 1.4, 1.7 ounce perfume, which is the bombshell perfume that you get. So it's the bombshell bra, the bombshell perfume, bombshell perfume, the sports bra, a panty of your choice, and I believe a lip gloss or a lipstick. Now, ask me if I go to my manager on duty, and I asked her, and I'm telling her all of this, and I'm just like, listen, like, I just got hired, and the girls are telling me about my hire package, like, I didn't receive that, you know? And she was so stunned. She was so completely stunned, and I freaking loved this man. I loved this manager because she vouched for me so many times, and she was just so great. She actually took her time with me and taught me certain things, you know? So that was awesome of her. So she was like, oh, that's fine, Kat. We can actually fix that for you. You know, we can put that right. We could straighten that all up for you, you know, so you can get your stuff. But she was like, you need your stuff. Like, you can tell when somebody wants to help you, and she wanted to help me. Like, she was just like, why didn't you get your shit, basically? And I'm just like, I don't even know. Y'all don't even like me. So that happens. Basically, it's the end of the day. And as soon as we get to the end of the day, she's like, oh, Kat, just come in for your scheduled shift tomorrow, and we can get this all straightened up. She's like, oh, did you do your VSU? VSU is like Victoria's Secret University. So in order to get your gratis, or your free items, or anything that has to do with the company giving you anything, you have to do your VSU. This is basically an overview of all of your bras and your panties and everything. You're basically learning everything as you go. Now, you are being graded on your VSUs. In my store, they didn't really take VSUs, like your grades, into consideration. If you passed, you passed. You failed, you failed. They just wanted to know that you were, you know, you're learning something, I guess. So I told her, I actually haven't had completed my VSU. So I'm like, oh, I haven't, you know, so I can do it tomorrow, whatever. Fast forward to the day after. I know this was bullshit. It's like, why haven't I received it? It just made no sense to me. So she's like, oh, you should have come to one of the managers. I'm like, but I did. I'm like, so who gave you this complaint? Because I did go to a manager. They were just paying. I honestly felt like she just didn't like me, and she just wanted to make my life a freaking living hell. And I was just like, you know what, like, it makes no sense to me why you don't like me. Like, I don't even know you. Like, we don't even work closely together. Like, you work in a completely whole different department, and I'm just like over here in my Victoria's Secret side, and you're in your pink side. So it's just like, we don't cross paths unless your customer needs something from my section. But yeah. So that happens. Sit down with her 15-20 minutes. She basically tells me that I cannot get my gratuses. Okay, I'm just like, I'm like, okay, whatever. She's like, oh, yeah, we can't give it to you because it's past a certain amount of days, whatever. And I'm trying to explain to her, but I literally just got hired. Like, how is there an expiration date on this? I didn't even know about the package, and I didn't even know about the expiration date. This is when training comes in. This is when your training is supposed to come in and jump in or whatever. No, because you don't know anything, because they don't teach you really anything. They teach you how to sell. Just to sell.
You are a seller. You're a fucking bot seller. That's what you are. You're a bot seller. That's it.
So that happens, and I'm just like, you know what? Okay, whatever. Like, honestly, I don't even wear sports bras, so I'm just like, I didn't really care. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'll get a gratis next month. Whatever. That happens. But in Victoria's Secret, you don't really close. You don't close at 10 o'clock, like, at least not in my store. Like, when you close at 10 o'clock, you close, like, you'll be home at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. I am not kidding you guys, like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was horrible, 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 horrible. Horrible, 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 you know? And then they expect you to be on a 6 a.m. shift the day after. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you know? You just took fucking 5 Adderalls and sniffed 7 lines of Coke. Like, it's just the worst, because they want you to be on so much that you forget how to be a person. Like, you don't even want to work there anymore. Like, I worked with so many good people, but then you have your managers who steal sales, who literally don't praise you in anything that you do. Like, I had so many customers come up to me and be like, oh my god, you're so nice, you're so sweet. Like, I've had customers spend more money because they thought that I was getting paid commission. I wasn't, like, I was, but I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna be nicer to you because I'm getting commission. I'm gonna be nice to you because I'm a nice person. Like, I'm not gonna be weird and awkward sometimes. So it's like, they want you to think there's a family values, but it's not really family values. I just got sick maybe like 2 months ago, 3 months ago with chronic vertigo, which is like for fucking 65, 70-year-old people. So it's like, I can't get up too fast. Like, literally, like, I walk and I get so dizzy and I will collapse on the floor. And the company didn't take that into consideration. I had doctor's notes, health notes. I had all of these things, and I was basically terminated because of it. And because I was a liability, and horrible. It was just horrible. It was just really, really bad. But what we can do is be better. Smile. And if you want, spend thousands of dollars in their store, which I won't. I won't. Because it's honestly not worth it, you guys. It's taught me a lot of great things. Taught me a lot of great things about, you know, just the lingerie business, because that's the business I do want to get into. And it also taught me a lot about how to treat your employees if you are to have a business. Because it's like, this is the first company that I've worked for that I felt so disgusted. And I felt so disgusting. Like, they made me feel as if I didn't belong after a while. They made me feel like I wasn't good enough to work there or good enough to have their stuff. And it was just like, no. And then I had the manager X who was just horrible when it came to like my weight. I'm really tiny, you guys. So it's like, now I'm on a awakening journey, but she was just horrible. She would say like little jokes about my weight, or be like, oh my god, you're so small, like, don't you eat? Like, literally me coming back from my fucking lunch break with like 2 cheeseburgers and freaking french fries, a large Coke and Red Bull and freaking snacks. And you're like, just little things like that. You know, and it's like, I couldn't even say anything because you feel like you can't really go up to a manager and tell her how you're feeling about certain things when they're all in the same group together, you know, and you're just feeling like, who the fuck can I talk to? There was no human resource rep on our thing. Like, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. And yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are like, if you enjoyed the story, please thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. You know, if you guys want to know a little bit more, if I'm a little bit fidgety, or if I need to work on something like my video performance, please let me know. Mind you, it's my second video. I'm still getting my feet wet here, you know, so please let me know. Bro, I am not a makeup artist or expert or anything. I just do my own thing on my face and hope for the best. But yeah, bloopers, 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 bloopers. All right, so thank you, beautiful people. Until next time.